Welcome students of class 8. I am Varsha ma'am, your science expert, and today we will be continuing our video 4 of chapter 13 microorganisms. In the previous topic we discussed the remaining microorganisms. So the first we discussed was protozoa. So protozoa are the organisms which are only visible under a microscope. They have the ability to move to find their food, and they also causes diseases in man and other large animals. They are mostly found in fresh water and moist soil. So examples of protozoa are amoeba, paramecium and euglena. Then the next was virus. So virus shows both the characteristics of living as well as non-living organisms. They are non-living unless they are independent. But as soon as they come in contact with any living organism like plant or animal, they become living organism. For example, HIV virus, bacteriophage virus and coronavirus. Then we discussed the shapes of viruses. So, the shapes of viruses are polyhedral, spherical, helical and complex. Then the next topic we discussed how microorganisms affect our life. So microorganisms are both beneficial and harmful. But first we discussed that how microorganisms are useful. So they are useful as commercial use, medicinal use, agricultural use and environmental use. Then we discussed the commercial use in dairy industry. So the bacteria like lactobacillus and streptococcus are responsible for curdling of milk and making cheese. When 1 spoon of curd is added into a warm milk, then a protein, casein, present in the milk makes it thick and it converts it into curd. And the last we discussed in beverages manufacturing, which involves the process of fermentation when alcohol is manufactured. So, in today's topic, we are going to continue the other uses of microorganisms like in bakery. So first, bread is made by the mixture of wheat flour, salt, dry yeast, sugar and water. So the most important role is played by the yeast, as yeast converts sugar to alcohol and carbon dioxide gas. This gas results in increase in volume and makes the bread fluffy and soft. Yeast are also used in baking of cakes, biscuits, cookies and in making of idlis and dhoklas. As yeast is responsible for the increase in the volume of carbon dioxide gas, so it makes the idlis and dhoklas fluffy and soft. So now let us know the fermentation of wheat flour by using a balloon with the help of this activity. So first take 4 bottles and add wheat flour and warm water in it. Now add yeast in the last 3 bottles but not in the bottle 1. Now cover all the bottles with the balloon. So, we observe that the balloons start inflating in the last 3 bottles but not in the bottle first. This is because the last 3 bottles consist of the yeast. So, yeast present in the wheat converts sugar into alcohol and carbon dioxide gas. So, this gas filled up in the balloon and it inflates the balloon. So, this was all about the commercial use. Now, let's discuss the medicinal use. So, here first we are going to discuss the antibiotics. So, antibiotics are the chemicals that stop the growth of harmful microbes. For example, streptomycin and tetracycline. So, one of the important antibiotic is used in the treatment of infectious disease, which is known as penicillin. So penicillin is obtained from fungi called Penicillium notatum. Now the next topic is vaccine. So vaccine is a biological preparation of weakened disease-causing microorganism. Vaccines help in preventing diseases caused by microbes such as polio, cholera, hepatitis and chickenpox. So next is the food supplements. So microbes like chlorella and spirulina are rich in protein and they are used as food supplements. And also bacteria like E. coli lives in the human intestine and help in the digestion of food. Now next is agricultural use. So a bacteria called rhizobium lives in the root nodules of leguminous plants like peas, grams and soya beans. So this bacteria helps in fixing the atmospheric nitrogen and increase the soil fertility. So first, before going into detail of this topic, let us know what does nitrogen fixation means. Certain plants, especially of the legume family, have a special type of soil bacteria living in small rounded outgrowths on their roots called nodules. That bacteria is actually a rhizobium. So this bacteria are able to directly fix atmospheric nitrogen and then convert them into nitrites and nitrates and makes them available to the plant. Then some free living bacteria live in the soil and it possesses the ability to fix free nitrogen of the air and convert them into ammonia, amino acids and proteins. For example, Azobacter, which is a aerobic bacteria and helps in nitrogen fixation. So this is nitrogen fixation. So that's all for today. These are your in-between questions. Learn and copy down in your notebook. Stay home, stay safe and keep learning. Thank you.